You know how most conferences work, right? They're kind of top-down events. But what if we just flipped that whole model on its head? Today, we're going to dive into the BIL conference, which isn't just an event, it's a living, breathing platform for ideas.
Their entire mission is really captured in three simple but powerful words: set minds free. And if you look at their logo, it just perfectly visualizes this idea. You see this network of interconnected minds all sharing, building, and growing ideas together.
So let me ask you a question. What if a conference was built by you, not just for you? I mean, what if the agenda, the speakers, the entire vibe was powered by the people who actually showed up? That very question? Well, that's the foundation of BIL. And yeah, there's a name for this. It's called an unconference. And it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It gets rid of all the stuff people don't like: the high ticket prices, the sponsored talks, the whole top down structure. Here, the participants are the ones in the driver's seat. It's a simple concept, but wow, the implications are huge.
So, where did an idea like this even come from? Well, because of its kind of rebellious open source spirit, BIL very quickly got a nickname that honestly just nails what it's all about. It's Anarchist TED. I mean, how great is that? This quote from one of the original members just perfectly captures BIL's identity. It's the grassroots, open to everyone alternative to those really exclusive, expensive conferences. It's not about watching from the sidelines, it's about jumping in and being part of it. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just massive, right? Traditional conferences can feel exclusive, they cost a ton, and the agenda is set for you. BIL is the exact opposite. It's open to all, it's powered by the participants, and it's free. It's a huge shift from being a consumer to being part of a community.
So let's rewind a bit. This whole idea popped up back in 2007. It was a time when open source culture was really taking off, and people wanted to participate, not just be lectured at. It started as this spontaneous alternative to TED, but it didn't just stay in one place. By 2011, Build Tunisia had become a major hub, which just proves how universal this desire for sharing ideas really is. So, what's the secret sauce? What's powering this global movement? The answer is so simple, but it's also really profound. It's not some big corporation or a fancy foundation. Nope, it's the people themselves. The engine is the community. Here's the core philosophy, and it's pretty amazing. The lines between roles are totally blurred. The people who attend, they're also the organizers. They're the speakers. They're the audience. It doesn't matter if you're a world-renowned expert or just a regular person with a cool idea, you belong. The key takeaway is right there at the bottom. Everyone makes BIL happen. And this brings us right back to that powerful image of the logo. See, it's not just a cool design. It's basically a diagram of how BIL actually works. It's a decentralized network of minds, a collaborative ecosystem where ideas can bump into each other, cross-pollinate, and grow into something totally new. And look, this isn't just some nice theory. It's made real by incredibly dedicated volunteers. You've got teams working on communications, planning the events, handling PR, thinking up new initiatives, all collaborating to bring each BIL conference to life. It's just an awesome testament to what a passionate community can pull off. Now, here's what I think is the absolute coolest part. BIL isn't some closed-off franchise. It's an open-source model. They don't just want you to come to an event. They want to empower you to create your own. So let's take a look at the actual blueprint for building your own BIL. And you know what? The process is surprisingly straightforward. First, find a space. And just remember, a packed small room has way more energy than a huge empty one. Second, find your speakers. Start with people you know, get a few talks lined up, and then open the floor to the whole community. And finally, share the content. Record the talks, take pictures, get those ideas out into the world where they belong. So what kind of talks really connect with people at a BIL event? Well, people love authentic, personal stories. They want a unique perspective or maybe a bold prediction. Practical advice is always a winner. What they don't want is someone just reading an article they could have found online or a talk that's just one big ego trip. It's about sharing something genuinely awesome and real. When you boil it all down, it really just comes down to three core guidelines. Number one, be free and open to absolutely everyone. Number two, forget about a rigid rulebook. It's about a few guiding principles. And number three, share everything with the world. That's it. That's the simple magic of BIL. Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but what about the why? Why does a movement like this matter so much, especially right now? Well, it all comes down to a core set of beliefs about what really drives progress and what it means to build a better future. At its very heart, BIL is a platform that's all about the intersection of three huge fields: science, arts, and technology. It's built on the idea that real innovation, true understanding, that happens when you get these different worlds talking to each other.
And in that conversation, two things are absolutely essential. Ideas, they're the seeds of all change, right? And stories. Stories are how we connect with each other, how we persuade, and how we turn those ideas into real action.
But above all of that, when you strip everything else away, it comes down to one fundamental truth: people matter. A platform is absolutely nothing without the community that builds it and shares in it. BIL is just this powerful reminder that our greatest resource is our collective potential. So, we're not going to end with a nice little summary. We're going to end with a question for you. In a world that needs fresh thinking and collaboration more than ever, the BIL movement puts a very simple, very powerful challenge out there. What idea will you share?